Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe fuck yourself.
Dude, I was just asking. You ready to do the show? And you're like, maybe, maybe not. Maybe go fuck yourself. What the fuck, Mark Wahlberg? I thought I knew you. What is going on? I asked you about your mother the other day, and then you treat me like garbage. What's going on?
What the fuck happened?
I don't know. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Duff. I'm a little out of sorts. I'll get into that here in a second. There's a snake staring at me. Kinda. It's there. It's plotting. Ugh. Ugh. I'll just tell you now. My son, I told you last episode my son was going to get that snake for his school, and we were going to take it home. We did it. It's here. Steve Hissington is his name, and I'm literally staring right at the cage, or it's the aquarium or whatever it's called for snakes. Motherfucker can hear me. Can. Probably can taste me. Just it is just like his tummy's rumbling with like, that boy sounds good. That's what's happening. Scares the shit out of me. It's gross. Don't like it. I don't like it. I'm living in fear. And it's funny because I was joking about that the other day. I said, when I get it, I'm going to be living in fear. Yeah, it's true. I set up we have a basement camera down here from when the kids were little that connects to my phone. So I have it set up right pointing at his thing so I can track it in case somehow my son forgets to lock it and then dude escapes. That gives me time to go get a giant knife and defend the family. It's not even that big. It is maybe just over 2 feet long. Okay. It's just enough to scare me. When I use the bathroom, I'm freaking out because I don't need to call Sam Jackson.
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking
toilet.
Everybody strap in. I'm about to open some fucking windows.
That's an underappreciated movie, Snakes on the Toilet. I really like it. Really like it. Has a good meaning, good plot line. It freaks me out, guys. I got to be honest. I'm constantly checking it to make sure, like my son, you have to change out the water every day. I'm making sure, did you lock it? Double check it. I'm like double checking it for him. It freaks me out. I know it can't do much to me or the kids. It's more of that we have a cat and a puppy and a decent sized dog. It could choke any one of us out, I guess. We'll see how. I don't want to think about it. I just don't want to whip out dad strength and rip the thing apart. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I'm saying it's a possibility. Okay, this is the twisted shit that goes through my head. I'm like, snakes? Don't like them. Do you think my son really fully comprehends? Probably not. Like how much, like this is a big deal for me to allow him to do it. If all of a sudden I realize, man, I'm so scared of the snake that I have diarrhea for like 2 weeks, I'll have to share that info with him if that ends up happening. I don't know if you noticed this, but your dad, me, I've lost 30 pounds in 2 weeks. Why? I'm scared to eat. And when I do eat, it just runs right through me. It's all because of that goddamn Steve Hissington. Ugh, gross. Hey, we got a lot coming your way. Don't forget to hit subscribe wherever you're listening or watching. And remember, today's show is brought to you by Kirkwall Group, as well as Game Time PDR, and of course, Bet Online. In fact, Bet Online continues to be the world's most trusted betting platform and your number one source for online betting. If Bet Online knew that there was a snake in my house, they'd probably put lines on the fact of me, just having a nervous breakdown. If, what are the odds it escapes? What are the odds that DeHuff just curls up in a ball and just is found rocking in the corner? While the snake's just looking at me like, what is wrong with that thing? What? But they don't know. But anyway, they do have a lot of odds. They got the earliest odds to in-game live betting. BetOnline provides you with all the action and the ability to watch the games as they happen. They got the largest selection of odds on everything from football, the NBA, college basketball, NHL to UFC. Go to betonline.ag today. Don't forget to use promo code BLEAV for your welcome bonus on your first deposit. It's Bet Online. The game starts here. Steve, don't you goddamn look at me. It's hiding on there's like, is that a terrain? I don't know what it's called. I'm on the verge of knowing what the fuck to call his little housing area. But inside they have this like rock kind of cave thing, and that's what he spends most of his time on. I got to be honest, he doesn't do much. Next Thursday, we got to feed him. So we got to go to the store, get a live rat, and drop him in there, and we can all just watch. Because we watched it the other day. We watched it when we picked him up. That was pretty interesting. Never seen a snake eat another thing before. It was wild. They dropped it in there, and it gets in its position and strikes so fucking fast, and then it just basically chokes it out, and then it swallowed it. Next thing you know, it's like, where the fuck did the mouse go? Oh, it's in its tummy. So we got to do that. We got to do that a couple times before we return them back to school. So I think the biggest problem is when it takes a dump in there. My son's like, are you going to help me do that? I'm like, no, I'm not going to help you clean out the snake cage of all the shit. No, you don't even help pick up dog poop out back. Do you think I'm going to start picking up snake poo? No, that's on you, bro. It's on you. It's on you. My God. So gross. It's you just forget what goes into taking care of animals. And then when you get a new species, I've never had one of these before. I didn't know you had to change out the water every single day. You have to add certain drops to it. All the school provides everything with the exception of the food. They did feed it for us before we left. But it's not like the food costs that much. So it's crazy. I don't like it. I'm consumed by the, oh shit, I got to check the camera, make sure it's still in there. Seriously, I'm a pussy. I'm sorry, I can own it. Some of you are like, huh, what a puss. It's just a snake. It's not going to do anything. It's not like it's a goddamn viper or a rattlesnake. No, it's not. It's not. If it bites me, it's probably going to hurt, draw some blood, but it's probably going to hurt worse when I rip its fucking head off. Look at me. I'm panicking. You know what's going to take my mind off it? You know it. Let's jump into some headlines.
Let's go! And now, here are the headlines.
Well, we knew this was going to happen. Kind of cool in a way, but it kind of leads me down the path of this is why actors need to be fearful of artificial intelligence. A porn star, I don't remember her name, she's selling her likeness to AI so she doesn't have to work as much. I get it, especially that. That's like, she can stay young forever. And depending on how she works the deal, she could be getting a fat paycheck the rest of her life. I'm curious of what the deal is, and I don't know if they'll ever disclose it, but it would be nice if she was able to, one, get a lump sum now, but also get a percentage of videos produced, for the rest of her life, as long as they use it. Even if it's like the, 5% or something like that, that's great. Good for her. That'd be fantastic. Right? You see some of these AI videos, they're getting pretty insane. Some of them are still trash, but if you got good software, some of these people out there that have really good software for AI, it's wild. I'm watching some of them and I'm like, oh, how the fuck did they do this? Then you realize, oh shit, this is AI? Holy cow. Because there's people that are making AI videos where it's something morphs into something else, and you're like, this looks pretty damn legit. What is this going to be like in 5 years? It's going to be even better. Even better. Then you mix that in with people wearing those glasses where you're completely submerged into, like, say, the metaverse or whatever. This is where population starts to drop. That's not a bad thing. Don't need to go down that path, but that's not a bad thing. People are going to be fucking AI. Get your pocket pussies ready, folks. Get them ready. Because AI is making a big old turn. And isn't it funny though that, you know, the people that have the guts, the balls to do it is the porn industry, that are more than willing to go, I'm going to sell my likeness to AI, make some money, and yeah, go for it. Have another AI thing fuck me, or somehow mix real life with AI. It's fascinating. Fascinating. But it does tell you that where it's headed is you don't need actors soon. You just need good writers. And is that something that could writers eventually be replaced by AI? Probably. It's pretty wild how this stuff is evolving, and it's evolving very, very quickly. But it makes me think, if I sold my likeness to AI porn, I would have to have, you know, in there be like, make sure it's not lifelike. My face, yes. Everything else, please amp it up. Otherwise, that video is going to be called Low Expectations with Scott DeHuff. That's what it's going to be if it's like really me, as far as my real body dimensions. They're like, oh, Jesus, this guy's terrible. Look at him. He just is sadness, top to bottom, especially near the bottom. So you'd be like, yeah, can you make my junk huge, please? Is that possible? You know, not like a, you know, an elephant trunk where it's going all over the place, where I can scratch my stomach or, you know, under my neck with my dick. I don't want that. It'd be interesting. Show me the video version of that, but I don't want the, you know, just between us. But, you know, I want something, you know, serviceable. Serviceable. Well, look at that, man. My God, look at that thing. That's huge. Huge. It's fascinating, guys. Another industry. We've been talking about it all year, where the modeling industry is a joke, because why would you pay for a model a butt ton of money to wear your clothes? And that's just, I'm talking about, those are just like static images, still images. And you can just program your clothes to be on a very attractive person, whatever your goal is, and then it's fine. But now that with the video version of AI evolving rapidly as well, why would I want the modeling industry? Is a waste. If you're thinking about going into the modeling industry, I think that's passing very quickly, a lot quicker than I thought it was going to be. So you got that's dwindling away. You got, you know, why would you pay Kim Kardashian or one of the Jenners $1 million some bucks or whatever it is, when I can just have an AI version of somebody that looks somewhat similar, if that's the look I'm going for, or if I want to change it up to somebody else, I can just program it, and they're walking sexily down a runway, or they're walking down a street, or they're sailing a boat wearing my clothes or whatever. Why would I pay a model when I can just have the software, type it in there myself, or pay somebody at a fraction of the cost to program it in there for me, and then boom, same result, if not better. You don't have somebody being mouthy and be like, oh, I showed up late. Sorry, we're doing our live show. We're trying to do it live, but we do a reality show. Mommy. I don't know. Why? And now actors are going to be starting to get poached by these. And if you don't think that's going to happen, holy shit. I want to see some good AI porn. I'll have to look that up later. Get back to you. Do not send me links, please, for the love of God. I know some of you be like, I'm doing it now, the hoof. Don't care. Don't care. No. An almost perfectly a spherical egg was auctioned off the other day for $250. Now, I'm going on a limb here. I'm guessing whoever bought it shoves it up his ass, right? And it's going to be a guy. It's not going to be a lady. Some dude's going to try to shove that up his ass. It's going to break. Let's be honest. Unless somehow you spray some coating on it and make it, extra durable. So that dude's going to shove it up his butt. What else are you going to do with a super round egg? Keep it on display? It's disgusting. It's going to go rotten. Might as well use it, I guess. For $250. That's so dumb. Man, I know at least it wasn't like, say, $250,000. At least it wasn't that. $250, still a lot of money, especially for me. But, okay, somewhat reasonable, but pretty dumb when you think about it. So stupid. Why'd you buy that round egg? Oh, so I could shove it up my butt. What? Where is it? You know what? It's gone. I used it. Would you eat it? No, that's dumb. Why would I eat it? Ugh, gross. I actually shoved it up my back end. You are a disgusting human being, aren't you?
Smells like Bigfoot's dick.
Oh, because everybody knows Bigfoot's dick smells like poo. He does. He loves the back end action. He does. That son of a bitch. Good times. Good times. There's somebody listening for the first time today, and they're just like, I don't get it. Why is he talking about stuff like this? This is horrible. It's the Christmas season. Oh, maybe it was Santa Claus sticking up his butt. That's what it was. Or one of his elves bought him a gift. Listen, Santa does so much for us. Let's go ahead and buy him this round egg. He likes to stick stuff up there, right? Did we have a lot of stories this year? We're going to do the year in review next week. Did we have a lot of stories this year where people were sticking stuff up their butt? I have to go back and look at that. Accidentally fall over and whoa, shit. Oh, how'd that get up there? Oh my God. How'd the broomstick get up your butt, sir? I don't know. I was sweeping. Next thing you know, I slipped and fell. Boom, right up there. Gross. This is funny and scary all wrapped up into one. You'll see why as I go through this. A London grandmother has developed an Italian accent and began using Italian phrases after recovering from a stroke. It's scary that she went through a stroke. Anybody that's gone through a stroke, it has to be frightening, especially if not just for the individual going through it, but the family and friends around them. It's scary. But this grandmother, she suffered a stroke, and as she's recovering, she went like a couple months without speaking, and then all of a sudden when she woke up, she's using like Italian slang and talking with an accent, despite never having visited Italy or learned the language. Her name's Althea Bryden, and she suffered a stroke this year in May. Yeah, she was unable to speak for 3 months. This is what's sad, is she described the feeling of being deeply affected by all this, by the change in her identity, saying, even my laugh is not the same. It's not me. So all these people that she's, meeting for the first time, she's saying that it's not like they're meeting the real me. That's crazy, but it's wild. And I would like somebody, I'm reading the article and nobody says I want to know how authentic is her accent, because that's another level. Because like I tell you guys, I've had people that live in Australia that tell me that I do, there's like a certain area of Australia that my accent is pretty spot on. But then there's other people that claim they're like, no, that doesn't sound Australian at all. But I'm wondering, because I haven't been to Australia enough to really dissect and really establish the language, or I should say the accent. I'm wondering, what if she like watched like Italian movies or movies that have Italian accents in it, and she's just mimicking that just unknowingly and, unintentionally, I guess. She always thought it was a fascinating accent or something like that. Because it would be weird if somebody that is Italian listens to it and they're like, dude, that is spot on. That's like this, whatever area of Italy. But it's not like, but it's kind of funny if she's like going, Mamma mia, bambino, let's get some pizza. What if she sounded, I know it's a serious situation, but come on, fuck it. Let's just throw caution to the wind. What if she sounds like Super Mario Brothers? It's me, Mario. Sorry, I know, come on, you gotta laugh at it a little bit. You have to. She's where's Luigi? Oh, he's in a jail. Oh, all right, too soon. Yeah, it would be weird if it was something like that. Like, oh wow, she's speaking with an Italian accent, and you're not thinking it's going to be like that. You're thinking, hey, I can't do it in a good Italian accent, but it's not like smooth and crisp, and you're like, oh, that's beautiful sounding. No. It's fucking Mario from Mario Brothers, and he's like, where's the princess? Let's get some spaghetti and some meatballs. I'm sorry. I know. It's fucked up. Going back to my Australian accent, I always have to get in a weird vibe with it, guys, because I'm looking over there in front of me. I got that snake over there, and it's really frightening me. I got to be honest. My little pecker's going inside my body. It's hiding. It is, guys. Quite scary. And sometimes when I do the Aussie accent, I got to go high pitch. I don't know why. It just sounds great to me. So, my luck, if this happened to me, it wouldn't be, say, a beautiful accent. Like I think the Australian accent can be very beautiful, very exotic and erotic, as well as the Italian. There's so many beautiful. The Spanish accent is very, very beautiful. But if it happened to me, it would be a shitty fucking accent. It'd be like Cockney. That's what I'd get. Like, oi! Can I get me some milk over here? Yeah, I'm quite parched. Something dumb like that. I need me some meat and potatoes. Oi! I'd just be saying oi all the time. Or Boston. I have a hard time getting into the Boston accent. Be like, what is something Boston? How you like them apple? I went into Australia to be like, I cocked the tub. And I fucked Tommy's ma. Hey, where's Mark Wahlberg? Huh? Because I fucked his mom last night. Where's Tommy? I'm terrible at the Boston accent. California. Hey, guys, I'm from California. What's going on? It is really crazy out here, okay? Hi, my name's Scott, and I'm doing a podcast, and I think things are great. That would be maybe that's the worst one. Like Cockney is just aggressive. Boston is just like kind of cringe. But the California hills type accent would be terrible. They're like, hey guys, what's going on? I want to talk to you today about some crazy stuff. Ooh, gross. That would be horrible. Is there worse accents out there other than the California type hills one? Boston and Cockney. I'm like sitting there thinking like a Cockney accent. Like it's one thing for me to say it, But then, like, I think of I'm attracted to women, and I'm thinking if they had that accent and they were trying to hit on me, what would that be like? Hey, I think you're hot. Can I slobber on your knob? All right, yum, yum. And then like Boston, oh God, I can't get into it. But Cockney, oi, give me that pecker. I'm gonna shove it in me mouth. That's not very erotic. Be like, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't even think I can get it hard. Well, never mind. Yeah, I do. I can get it going. She's just sitting there and be like, oi, let me jiggle those balls for you.
You have a massive erection.
I do. Who knew? That's my thing. Like, you know, a lot of people think it's the Southern Belle type accent. Why, sir, you are quite fancy and you're making me sweat all over my body. Like, no, it's the Cockney. Like, you, oi, you sexy son of a bitch, get over here so mama can give you a nice grinding. Oh, I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, we got more. We got more of this nonsense coming up. But first, hey, Denver, you got to remember this name. Game Time PDR. PDR stands for Paintless Dent Repair. And if you've been pushing off getting your hail damage, fixed, we had those huge hailstorms back in May. You still got time. You can track down Game Time PDR. They're going to help you out because they're a very trustworthy organization that's going to take care of your vehicle. And they're right here in Denver. They specialize in paintless dent repair, which saves the integrity of your vehicle and restores the value back into your vehicle. Now, to celebrate the end of hail season and those procrastinators out there, they're going to offer you a $200 gift card just to get your vehicle fixed. Game Time PDR has an expert claim specialist on staff that's going to take the hassle out of dealing with insurance claims and makes it a seamless process. Game Time PDR is going to pay your deductible up to $1,000, but they need to see the vehicle in order to qualify. They're going to be able to pay your deductible because they work and advocate for the customers first before the insurance company. Game Time PDR's expertise and experience are unmatched. They have over 30 years of experience in the industry, and they have some of the best technicians on the fucking planet. It's true. It's true. Call Anthony right now, 303-955-8200. Again, 303-955-8200, and you can schedule that evaluation. It's Game Time PDR, the MVP in dent repair. Now, before we get into the mailbag, I've been talking to you about the death machine that is Steve Hissington that's, right in front of me. Snakes. I can't stand snakes, but whatever. I do look forward to this. Jack Black and Paul Rudd announced the other day that they're coming out with a new Anaconda movie. Ice Cube was in an Anaconda movie several years back. I think that'll be good. I like anything that those two actors do. I saw when they posted the video, some people were reacting. They're like, those are the two worst actors on the planet. God, who's shitting your Cheerios today, sir? My God, nobody fucking cares about your opinion. Obviously, the majority of people out there think those two individuals are fun to watch. You watch a Jack Black movie, you watch a Paul Rudd movie, you're most likely going to come out of it happy and smiling. God, man, I think that'll be cool. I mean, Jack Black's hilarious, such a talented dude. Paul Rudd is amazing. It's fascinating how young he still looks. It's fucking wild. But yeah, I look forward to seeing that. I believe it comes out in December of 2025, and you got a year, but yeah, it should be cool. Another snake story, a snake that prompted a police response in Massachusetts ended up being fake. They called the police because this lady's like, there's looks like a rattlesnake in my living room or something like that. So they call the police. They get animal control in there. The officer grabs it. As he grabs it, he realizes it's fake. Apparently, the neighbor, who's a dick decided to pull a prank on the lady and put that in her house. What an asshole. That's fucked up. Because now if she sees a real one, she's going to think it's fake. Be like, "Oh, Tommy, you son of a bitch. You almost got me. You almost got me. Ah, fucking bit me. Blood's on your hands, Tommy." Huh? Yeah. Son of a bitch. That's on you, though. If she gets hurt, it's because of you, you fucking prick. Anyway, you know what? Let's go into the mailbag.
Mailbag. You've got mail.
Mailbags presented to you by Kirkwall Group. If you're running a business, need help with the back of the house, you need someone with experience and is trustworthy, you need the Kirkwall Group. They got over 30 years of experience. Richard and the Kirkwall Group understands that you and your business deserve someone who's effective, timely, accurate, cost-effective, and efficient, focused on your success, and is working to save you money. Kirkwall Group can help you with your bookkeeping, accounting management services like CFO, controller, accounting manager, projects and support, as well as tax planning, preparation, income, property tax, sales, and use tax. What you need to do, go to kirkwallgroup.net, see everything they can do for you and your business. They'll get a free 30-minute consultation headed your way. It's Kirkwall Group. Go to kirkwallgroup.net. Kirkwall Group, they count what counts for you. This comes in from J.R. Slick. He said, in regards to the Denver Broncos losing the Chargers game on Thursday night, he said the second half of Thursday's game was sloppier than Lily Phillips's bed sheets. If you know, you know. Lily Phillips is the lady that banged 100 dudes in 14 hours and is aiming to take down the record for most people to have sex with in one day. She's aiming for 1,000. It's got to be horrible. I saw some video of her and her friend inviting a bunch of dudes over, and she's like, "We're looking to do a train." And there's all these dudes walking in and taking off their shoes, and they don't get graphic with it, really, but it's basically, we're going to be bent over. You guys just go to it. Maybe it was from the fuck session. I don't know. The other one, the 100 one. But basically, the guys were lined up. They go to town, and then it's like an assembly line. So fucking gross. But speaking of getting fucked from the back end, the Denver Broncos, they fuck themselves. I'm going to release this on Sunday morning, this episode. And there's a way for the Broncos had an opportunity to seal the deal with making the playoffs. All they had to do was beat the Chargers. They could have done it, but they didn't. There's a way for them to win today, and hopefully at the end of the day it is. But 3 teams have to win. And 3 specific teams need to lose. Obviously, it's the same. They're all the same games. But the point is, they still can win. They got 2 other games that they need to win if they need to control it themselves. They got the Bengals, and then they got the Chiefs. Not necessarily lock-in games to win. They got sloppy in the second half, like JR said. You would think that, if anything, you would have been tighter and more efficient, more focused, but they didn't. It was really kind of disappointing. Some of that's coaching. Some of that's just players just, listen, I think the offensive line just slacked in the second half. Those holes disappeared because the first half, the run game looked fucking legit. You're like, holy fucking cow. Where has this game been all year? Well, it disappeared. It was a mirage. First half was a mirage. And they lost. It was embarrassing. Hopefully, what that does is kick them into gear and going, we're better than this. This is ridiculous. We should be embarrassed with our performance. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes today. I mean, we'll follow up later in the week on it. But it pisses me off as a Bronco fan. I'm like, you guys are better than this. Play it. Play that way. Fuck, man. And that's offense and defense. Defense has a big hole in its game when it comes to defending the run. Jesus Christ. Just drives me nuts. And then they're doing a lot of zone coverage, and guys are getting wide fucking open over the middle all the time, it seems like. There's like nobody on guys, and that's how they're getting these great big fucking plays and shoving it down their throats. I know I didn't play the sports open, but I do want to bring this up because I almost forgot about it. The owner of the Phoenix Suns is doing something that I think is pretty goddamn awesome. This is Matt Ishbia. I don't know if I'm saying that right or wrong. He said, winning starts with our fans. When I walk the concourse at games, there aren't food options for families who don't want to spend a lot of money. That needs to change. So today we're rolling out our $2 value menu for all home Suns games. A hot dog that used to cost $9, now $2. A 16-ounce Dasani water used to be $8.50, now $2. 16-ounce fountain soda used to be $6.50, now it's $2. Bag of chips used to be $7. Holy fuck. Now $2. Bag of popcorn used to be $7, now $2. He continued and said, a family of 4 used to spend $98 on hot dogs, water, popcorn. Now they can enjoy that same meal for $24. He says our fans and community are the foundation of what we do, and we will continue to invest in making this the best organization in all of basketball, on and off the court. Now, some people are like, calling that a meal is a stretch. Perhaps put some creativity into what you're offering with value instead of removing, the 1,000% markup. God, what a fucking dick, dude. Just shut the fuck up. You're not going for a well-balanced meal when you go to a sporting event. You're going to eat some snacky shit, right? That's it. I'm not going there and be like, I need some soup and salads, and do you have any fettuccine Alfredo? No, fuck off, dude. This is great. This is great. I responded with your move, Kroenke. We'll see. We've talked about that before. What ends up happening is they end up making more money because a lot of other franchises have done this. They've done this in the past. Maybe not the $2 going that low. Maybe they have, maybe they have. I haven't seen all the price points. But the point is, people end up spending more money. And also, you're more likely to get people to return to the game. Because one of the big things that you're already spending a butt ton of money on tickets, and now you're like, oh, fuck. Got to make sure we eat before. And if you have kids, like you show up there, and then next thing you know, they're hungry. And like, fuck, we're going to get you a hot dog. End up shelling out like $20 for one person. And, because a hot dog, drink, whatever. This is good. All organizations should do this. Somebody brought up too, with attendance being down across the NBA and viewership being down, the fact that a team is willing to do this, that's a big deal. But it could also generate more people deciding, you know what? It's not that expensive once you get past the tickets. Let's go. Let's bring the family. Let's go see a game. It's probably one of the addition by subtraction. You're subtracting the concession costs, but you're getting more people going in, spending money on tickets. And then in turn, you're, making all this other money. So I think it's a good thing. I think it's great as long as they hold on to that. If they're able to continue doing the $2 value meals, that's great. If they do this for a year, maybe 2 years, and then get rid of it, that's going to be disappointing. Hopefully, what ends up happening is they continue rolling out this great deal and take care of their customer. I think that's awesome. Congratulations to the Phoenix Suns and their organization, because everybody in the higher ups for doing that. Because that is a big complaint with a lot of people that go to games. You want people to show up, but they're sitting there going, I don't want to spend, we just bought the tickets. Even if you get free tickets, it's like I went to the Broncos game the other day with my son, the Browns one on Monday night. We didn't get anything other than we showed up, because I was like, dude, sorry, man. Let's eat before we go. We went to Burger King beforehand because I was like, dude, it's going to be way too fucking expensive if you buy shit there. And the food smells amazing when you go into a stadium or an arena, but I don't want to be shelling out a bunch of cash. And some people, it's not a big deal. Okay, they got high incomes. Not everybody has that. If you're budget conscious, it's annoying and hard to go to a sporting event. So that's cool. Good for the Phoenix Suns. Good for them. We'll see if any other teams do that. You know who's not going to do it? The Colorado Rockies. They're not. Unless they do the math and realize we could end up making more money by doing it. But that's a hard thing to swallow. So good for the Suns. I think that's awesome. Good for them. I like it. All right. Thank you guys so much for joining the show. I think this is how I'm going to do the show. New episode on Sunday, today, then Monday, Tuesday, skip Wednesday because it's Christmas, and then wait, is that right? Yeah. So then, and then the final episode will be like usual on Thursday. So that's the plan. We'll see, unless I get a wild hair up my butt and do it a different way. But that's the way I plan it. It's going to be a little different this week, possibly next week as well. We'll see. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hopefully you laughed a little bit in this episode. Make sure you hit that subscribe button wherever you're listening or watching. Hit the like button, as well as share it with your friends if you're able. It's kind of weird, though, to share an episode with somebody. I got to be honest. So if let me delete that. I don't like that. I don't like saying that anymore. There, delete. It's done. Make sure you subscribe, like it. It's awesome. Thanks to Kirkwall Group, as well as Game Time PDR, and of course, Bet Online. It's DeHuff Uncensored. You guys have an amazing day. Let's continue to move forward. I'll talk to you next time.